is Jenny from Jenny Demonic. How's it going? How's everyone? Well, today is the day after my birthday, so some people tend to believe that after your birthday there's a new year. That's today is my New Year's Day. So I'm hoping that for this year that goes from the day after my birthday to the day before my birthday of the next year will be a pandemic-free year, so we can all kiss and hug each other and embrace each other and go back to where we were before, right? Hopefully so. Today we're going to talk about Zepar. Finally, right? Oh, I have a little bit of congestion here. We cast until like late at night last evening. We had a little bit of wine, obviously, to celebrate my birthday. So I'm sorry, I am a little bit. This I got as a birthday gift, as you can see. I do not sponsor this. It's just a gift that I got. Anyways, so let's get into the actual video. I was gonna edit this video, but then I felt like, no, we're just gonna give an explanation here. Who is Zepar? And guys, do I have good news for you? So Zepar is mainly a demon that men would summon because it brings women to men, more so than vice versa. So a lot of spells in general, whether you do it yourself, you go to a caster, you come to us, a lot of spells in general are really more favorable to women asking for a man than to men asking for a woman, you know, unless you put Zepar in the middle, because Zepar really helps men but helps also women, and we will see the difference there. Okay, so who is Zepar? First of all, Zepar is a duke of the 16th Legion of the Ars Goetia, and you can look that up. He is the duke that is responsible to bring love, and by love I mean physical love, lust, so sex, so to speak. Sodomy, if you like that, if you're into that, and infertility. So a lot of practitioners, plural, summon Zepar for revenge to cause infertility to a woman, because Zepar is someone that doesn't like children, basically. One thing that you must understand about Zepar and basically all the demons that you summon. Demons are entities. They are energetic entities. They are energy entities, that are indifferent to human lives, and Zepar in particular does not care about humans. Zepar does not like humans. So do not, again, and I say this again because we still receive a lot of questions with like, how long does this spell last, and like you do it one time and then you don't do it again. Well, with Zepar, definitely, if there is one thing that you shouldn't do with Zepar, is do it one time and then you don't do it again. Because Zepar does not care. Zepar does not care whether you get result or you don't get result. And Zepar does not care what type of result you get. You know, demons are indifferent to human lives. You summon, and then you summon again, and then you summon again. And when you get the result, you do a session to say thank you and praise them, but do not expect a demon or any entity or any energy in general to keep going with your result. You are responsible of what you attract to your life, and so you are responsible of continuing the work, whether it's with us or on your own. Don't just do it once and then say, oh my God, this doesn't work. Well, you know, what do you expect? If you don't have patience and persistence in whatever you do, what do you expect, really? let's go into the nitty-gritty of Zepar. I've mentioned that Zepar likes to bring things to men. So the majority of people who summon Zepar are actually men that want to have sex with women. And Zepar does that. Zepar usually helps men have women. But it does that with a catch. There's a catch to that. And the catch is the woman that is being brought to that man might be suffering for some infertility. By the way, this is the part where I have to kind of like say as a disclaimer that we do not claim to have so-called special powers, supernatural powers. We're just casters. And I'm just, by law, I have to say this, that we're just related information that from our own experience and from our forums and from everyone who we know has summoned Zepar before. So, having said that, Zepar brings women to men. Zepar brings women to men for sex, but no fertility. So the woman doesn't get pregnant. If you want that, so if you want pregnancy with sex, you should go to C3. Previous video. Also, please watch C3 for the setup of the altar. The C3 video that I have, I think it's a few videos back. Watch that one to know how to set up the altar, to create a circle, even with a cord, to never get out of the circle. Please watch that video. I don't feel like I should repeat always the same things to you. You should watch that video to know how to set up a demonic altar, to know how to set up a circle around you, and to know not to get out of that circle until you're done and dismiss the demon. So please watch the C3 video for that. And then if you intend to summon Zepar, just do the Zepar things, but the altar is the same. You still need a circle around you that, you know, you can do either with an extension cord, and the altar is pretty much the same, with the except that with Zepar you don't need a scrying mirror, which is you need with C3. But we're gonna get into the setup shortly. I wanna also let you know what Zepar can do to women. If a woman summons Zepar, usually for a man to come to her, Zepar tends to bring this man in chains. So the man maybe does not want to come to you, but Zepar brings him to you in chains though, meaning he would not come out of his own will. So you have to be mindful about that. So as far as the actual summoning, you see I have a candle here. And the candle has a sigil of Zepar, and I use it a lot because Zepar is really my demon. I love Zepar. I feel like, you know, I have a very good connection with this demonic entity. You can just do the sigil here on a candle, even though Zepar prefers black. We'll get into that, but I usually have a white candle with a Zepar sigil and have it with me pretty much on every ritual that I do, but you don't have to do that. Just make sure you have the design of a pentagram and the design of Zepar's sigil. Again, watch the C3 video on how to set up an altar for demonic praise. But this is the sigil of Zepar. You can find it online, and I'm going to post a link to the sigil here below. But here's the thing that you need to know about Zepar. When you're ready and your altar is set up, you have to chant the end of Zepar at least 100 times very fast. So Lyan Ramec, catya Zepar, Lyan Ramec, catya Zepar, Lyan Ramec, catya Zepar. Like almost it becomes like a lullaby for like 100 times. until you feel this energy. If you feel like you can't do that, there is, you can look up on YouTube. There is actually someone that has the Zepar M chanted for you, so you can maybe use that. As far as the direction, when you are setting up the altar with Zepar, you should put yourself west, whatever west angle of the house, wherever you are. Zepar prefers black. So I do have my white candle with the sigil, but you can just draw the sigil. But the candle that you will have to light up for Zepar is a black candle, and sometimes I just prefer to use the doom. Don't use the doom if you're not used to. You can just use a simple black candle. Have something green in you know, like a green piece of cloth, for example, because Zepar likes green. The incense that Zepar prefers is sandalwood, so it's very easy to find. Just order it online, sandalwood incense. So burn that. And sometimes people like to use the tarot cards when they summon a demon. The tarot card that is associated with Zepar is the Nine of Swords, which is the card of worrying, overthinking, right? But that's the card that he prefers. So when you are ready to be summoning Zepar, just keep in mind again that Zepar does not like humans, and that Zepar is not an easy demon to work with, especially if you are not experienced. He can cause you some trouble. I don't know that I would summon Zepar if you're not an experienced summoner. But I promise that I would do a video on Zepar to kind of introduce him to you. And but if you stick to summoning Zepar, he usually does bring women to you for affairs, you know, like with no children. So after you chanted the M several times, my recommendation is to just say what you desire very clearly and very shortly. So this is the woman. Maybe you want to have a print out picture of the woman. This is the woman, Zepar. I want this woman. I want to have sex with this woman. Bring me this woman. So be very clear, be very direct with Zepar, that you should build a relationship with Zepar, and please dismiss the demon once you are done. Well, this is all I needed to tell you. Thank you for being here with me this evening. You may go. You with the palms up. You may go. You are now dismissed. Close the section. Close the chapter. You don't want to just unhook your extension cord and leave all this energy in your house. Do not do that. Dismiss the entity. We are probably going to offer as Zepar summoning, just because usually when we put a video up, there's a lot of people that go like, yeah, I know I can do it on my own, but you have something that we can do it, that you can do it, because people obviously can be afraid, and I totally understand that. So that's all, folks, for today. The next time I would like to talk to you about Asmodee, which it's a demon, again, that breaks up relationship and marriages. And also we're going to do a video on the difference between vampire spells and demonic spells. We'll have some fun in the next few weeks. Thank you for being here with me. Please stay safe, take care of yourself and each other.